If you go back to the end of World War II, what you had in many places was the expansion of democracy, even in Europe, for the first time, for real. There was a period in the period between World War One and World War II, which ended badly with fascism. But really, you get post-war political parties, big two-party systems, even coalition governments. And these are kind of parties of mass movements. They're connected organically to trade unions, small business associations, etc. And the people who ran these parties were very different. They weren't careerists. If you were on the left and you lost your seat in the parliament, you went back to the trade union. If you were on the right, you went back to the family business, right? That's what you did. Politics was a vocation, a calling, but it was connected to parts of society. Now, move forward to a period when you have this big inflationary crisis. You can't just keep doling out public goods to satisfy more and more people. There's a tax crunch, etc. Well, how do parties deal with this change in the environment? So think about it as an evolutionary thing. The environment changes, which organisms are going to survive? And it's what we call cartel parties. So what they basically started to do was offer less. And then they cartelized the system and they would agree on more and more. But the stuff that needed governing, you just gave that away. You gave it off to central banks. You pushed it down to regional parliaments. You went up to the WTO. And then you have this wonderful thing called globalization, which says, well, we can't do anything anyway, so why should we? So you end up with these very, very fragile states of affairs, these parties and party systems, that when the financial crisis comes along, wow, huge environmental change. Guess what? What was right for the era of Bernanke's Great Moderation, suddenly long and wrong for that area. So 10 years out, people are saying, well, what's your answer to this? They don't have one. They can't have one because they're kind of structurally adapted to a world that no longer exists.
Yeah, they've evolved, and I'm glad that you're using the word evolution. It's certainly...
I think it is an evolutionary story. It totally is.